going, guys? Today we're in Barrington Tops, New South Wales, and this is the Williams River picnic ground starting point. Today we're going to do a little about 7k's walk, starting from here, getting to the Williams River's running behind me. You can hear it. There's two loops. There's one here that joins another track up here. We're going to go actually on the other track. I think it's slightly shorter. So what we're looking to do is get to Crystal Pool, it's called. Then there's Williams River Falls, hopefully easy accessible. Then we have Lions Rock and Pool of Reflections, I think it's called. That's going to be my loop. You can go much further at Williams River. There's way more waterfalls way further up, but it's just a massive fucking journey. I think you can forward drive halfway up the range closer to where the cork track begins. I don't know how bad the track is, maybe it is 2-wheel drive, but we'll go look at that afterwards. We'll just do this little walk first, loop back, and then we'll try and move the car so we get any further up. So a few lookouts I might do as well, depending on how clear it is. At the moment it is cloudy and the sun is popping through, but it's been cloudy for the last few days. This is Wednesday, and I'm on a road trip for a week and pretty much been shitty weather every day. Shitty, but nice to walk in, at least for waterfalls. Just not really good for views. Okay, so 150 meters back up here is this other starting track. Blue Gum Loop rocky track. So that's the loop. Obviously we were here, that's where I just was. So you can go that way around, we can go this way. So we're going this way first, then we're going to come back and go up that way afterwards. See how we go. A few little paddy melons about. I saw one and I just heard another one jump away. See if I can try and film one next time I see it. But they might not be right in against the creek here, we'll find out. A lot of vines on the side. If there's any indication of what I have to go through, luckily this is a trail. But yeah, any extracurricular creek hopping, fucking look at it. So I did some creeks in Combine yesterday. Fucking jeez, it was thick, wild, and just vines, not lantana, just shit to climb through. Anyway, let's go look at the Williams River. Sounds fucking roaring. I went off track just to come straight to the creek, but fucking hell, look at it, beautiful blue water. Holy fuck, she's fucking roaring. That rock is pretty nice too, actually. Smooth, white. Whatever the fuck it is. Wow, beautiful. Crystal clear water. Alright, we'll shoot back around. There's a pool there, but that's not actually the one we're chasing, the first one. Crystal Pool's a bit further up. Now, you can arguably just try to creek hop this, but I think it's going to be a tough fucking creek hop. It's so wide and roaring. We've got a track anyway, so we're just going to stick on that for now. And it should cut back into where the pool is. It's marked on my guy. I didn't see it marked on their sign, which is a bit weird, but maybe it's signposted when you do get here, but we'll see. Now, Barrington Tops has been all logged, sadly. A lot of this forest is not original. There's an example. There was a massive stump where I parked as well. So yeah, this forest is pretty thick. Imagine what it was before it was all fucking logged. Okay, here's the Crystal Pools turn off. There is a sign for it. A bit of a railing. There's some steps, I think. Oh yeah, there are steps. Very slanty steps. It looks like a slide from that angle. Wow, look at this water. It'll be ice fucking cold because right now I've got the shirt off and it feels a bit chilly for autumn. But fucking pristine water. Wow. Wild. So look at this, this looks fucking picture perfect. This looks fucking Tasmanian spec. Now I reckon this gets a lot of foot traffic, to at least to this first pool, because it's the shortest bit of the walk you can do. Look at these river rocks. That's grouse, man. Holy fuck. That's amazing. Look at this is actually cool as fuck. Holy hell. Love it, love the colour. Let's fill that water. Oh yeah, she's cold. Do not want to fall on that. Definitely not swimming right now. Fucking Jesus, cold. That is awesome. What an awesome little fucking, just, see, very hard to creek off it. Fucking gotta go, fucking walking at it, but I'm trying to get a view of that back into there without going in this deep shit, which I'm already in. Oh, let's keep going. Let's find Williams Falls up here, a little bridge they made. What does it say here? Right here, with the track to the right, there's not even on the map. That makes loads of sense, bro. The place on this side of the river, there's a track here. What the fuck is this? That's bizarre. I'll probably head, they're probably through ground. Ah, I meant to go this way. Ah, I get it. That's the shortcut from the fucking, what you call? There's a retreat thing at the end I nearly walked through. Oh, now I get it. You've got a much wider track than the main track. What the fuck? Look at this tree. Ooh, fuck. That's pretty big. She got spared. So there's 13 k's to do that whole loop. That's if you're going to go around that, which we're not bothering right now. We'll see how we go. We're trying to get up, stay on this left side for the moment. Alright, so Williams River Falls, I don't know if they're actually going to be signposted. This one actually might just be hidden on the creek. We'll have to try and find a way to climb in. I don't know why they've blocked that off, but there's something down here. Again, I don't know why. This is not signposted. Whatever's going on. Another little hidden track to the straight to the creek, probably from the resort. And then direct line, that would be my guess. I'll have a look. By the way, there's no, what the fuck is on me? By the way, there's no phone signal up here. And I mean, I got Telstra and there's fucking zero. And that's expected in most national parks. But mind you, even on the coming in on the road, the last two little tiny, say, villages, they're not even really towns, signal kind of popped in, but it was so weak, it was useless. So yeah, this is the old track. I can see now, because here on the tree, they've got markers, left or straight. So I guess they, yeah, look at that, there's a puncture down here and everything. This is weird. Maybe this is, I don't know, why the fuck they would change the route of the track. Either way, it's nice to see the fucking water. I'd rather walk along there anyway. Let us walk along the river, brah. Maybe this just ends at their pump station. But yeah, so even on the way up, signal dies out pretty fast. So you'd have to, probably last good signal is Dongog, which is fucking miles back. I would have thought we just rolled on a rock then. I would have thought the fucking, yeah, this track is ends. Secret pump track. Kind of keeps going, but I probably could just move back up. Anyway, yeah, so just so you know, do all your internet and mapping before you get anywhere close to here. Let's try and find our track again. This is a weird detour. Oh, leeches just flicked on me. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. I got smashed by 2 leeches in Combourne yesterday. They were fucking sucking me for hours, and this one was so big. He got so big he fell off on his own. It goes to show you how long he's been on me. But hopefully today not so bad, but we'll find out. Random ass fucking marker peg. Check this out, it's pretty weird. On the side of this big tree. It's large, it's almost like a chode, if you know what I mean. There's a power line running here with the extension lead for the fucking pump. And one kind of a return track. Kind of, not really. Is there a tributary dropping in here? It is. A lot of tributary creeks run into this Williams River that all have a lot of waterfall potential. They're probably a bit more navigable than trying to go up the main river for most of it, to be fair. Now there's at least 3 named big falls at the end of the Williams River, but it's so hard to get into them because if you go up the corker track, you're on top, it winds you up and around, and it's so steep you got to find a way back in again, which I don't know if that's going to be really easily accessible. The other option is to creek up from here, which is a long fucking way, and you could try to cut in further up, but you've got really steep sides. Here's our track, and then you could try to climb out the waterfalls if it's even possible and go back via the corker track. But either way, it's a big mess, mate, I think it is. Either way, not an easy feat for either choice, and no one on Guy's even recorded a track doing it, so makes me wonder if it's even been seen in the last 100 years, or even at all. To be fair, they might have just seen the falls from satellite or something, or from the top, and named it, and who knows if it's ever been seen on the base. Maybe they've been abseiled, who knows, but yeah, another private property track in back into the resort, down this way. Right, we'll see up where Williams Falls is supposed to be. So let's turn the camera off. There's Paddy man right in front of me. He's hiding just there near that stump. He's gonna bail. And we can see him between the trees. Hello and goodbye. Well, those leeches are living in the wet, damp leaf litter. So as I cut back from the pump, then I had to walk through the minimal amount of brush I walked through. And about 6 baby ones on me, and I mean baby, like fucking the smallest they can fucking be. So yeah, that's annoying, but hopefully not too many more if I don't do too much more crazy for the bush. Maybe, like I said, to get close to Williams, I might have to go a little bit into the creek, but I don't know if it's actually going to be, like I said, a track for it. Doesn't really look like there is. So look at this big tree. Wow, I was lucky to stay alive. So we've veered quite away from the creek now, which I think is fucking annoying. Why wouldn't they just let us stay? You can't even hear the water anymore. You can, faintly. I should just follow the creek bank. Anyway, tree's going at an angle. Might fall over one day. Here we go. The bridge is winding back over this trib. A little cascade here you can hear and see. So I might as well jump in there and have a look at that. Since it's right fucking there. So I just realised where they've marked the Williams River Falls is technically on the main loop, the loop that goes back on the other side of the Williams River. And the bridge that crosses the Williams River, maybe it's right above the falls, you can see it. So from there, we should be able to easily get down to it. And that's probably how it's been named and whatever, because it's right on the track and obvious. Okay, down we go. This is a tessellated pavement, the squares with the lines, which is common in, well, it's common. I've seen it many places in Australia. You see it along the beach fronts, where the ocean is, obviously. I don't know how, just the water just erodes it into those lines in the wind. Doesn't happen a lot in the forest, but as you see, it does. I've seen it in Tasmania as well. Not crazy flow, it's only a trib. We're only here because it's fucking literally next to our bridge. A good side bonus. Now mind you, there are so many other creeks with names that actually come out of the Williams River as well, but also have high potentiality of waterfalls. I just looked at the map then for that one. So that no-name trib is fairly flat here where we just crossed obviously, but it does continue up a bit further where the lines get a bit tighter. So there's potentiality of waterfalls on that trib, but as you see, the flow is low, but it's only because we've just seen how Williams River is pumping. So anything else is going to look dismal, but it's still interesting. And if you're staying in the resort and you want something cool to do, could explore it. Creek, easy creek hop. At least it's easier to navigate than the raging river. Alright, so you get a lot of foot traffic here. This is pretty muddy. I'm lucky it's a weekday and I'm the only car in the car park. And I've started at 8 o'clock, which is a little bit later, but still early enough. I drove here till like 10:30 last night, so I was pretty buggered. Yeah, long windy road to get up here. It takes a lot more time than you think. So I've been in Barrington before. I've been up in the Gloucester Falls section, which is on the eastern entry, but you got to go right around the other side to get into there. So it's such a wild, rugged place. You can't just drive through from here. Like I said, the track that goes up becomes a walking track. I don't know if something's eating me because something is really fucking, yeah, it is. 3 of them. Bastards. I could feel them nibbling at my skin. This is going to be an issue. I should have wore shoes now, especially because I'm not really creek hopping this one per se. Is there any more in there? Hello. Yeah, sandals are great for water. As soon as you go on the mud and the off track, they're fucking on me. Anyway, there's another one. Look how small it is. That is fucking literally 1 centimetre. This is old man's beard. It's pretty cool. I really love it. It goes in really wet rainforest. And this is Gondwana rainforest, so yeah. He's always pretty damp here. He loves it. Loves it! Other places quite common is down in the Otway Ranges, where cool temperate rainforest is again very wet and a bit colder, which it likes. It doesn't dry out as much in the tropical rainforest. It can't grow there. If it is, it's not very much, and it probably dries out and dies quite a lot. Maybe comes through in patches or something in winter, and then even then winter's a bit, it's colder, but it's still pretty dry. Okay, this is all the stuff to see. So first one, Crystal Pools, wasn't marked. And then it doesn't even mark the Williams River Falls, which is supposed to be there, so that's what I'm saying. So we are at the junction already. Fuck, that was quick. And then we're going to go to Lions Rock and Pool Reflections. And there's nothing for a while. And that's where I thought maybe we could drive this road. So we'll go back out, drive the road, and then try to get into here. And then this is where all the waterfalls are. Carey's Peak would be pretty cool, but yeah. This is with sidetracks to lead magnificent features on the river. Lions Rock Pool, Pool Reflections, Strangle Fig, the beautiful mudstone terraces of Rocky Crossing. I wonder what that's like. Anyway, it's another trib just here. Looks pretty dry. It sounds dry. Let's go on top of the bridge first, just have a look. Yeah, much dry. The other one, barely flowing. It's a bit wild how that works, how these tribs are like drizzling with nothing, but yet the river is fucking raging. Like, where does this water come from? This should be raging to fill it up. I don't get it. Anyway, the old track used to go down and through the creek. They're like, we'll spend some money, we'll build a bridge, which is fine, but look how dismal the creek was. Was the bridge really that necessary? Oh, when it rains heavy. Well, then it's raining heavy, people aren't fucking walking here, are they? So that's funny. Alright, Williams River Falls. Now there's another, I don't know if this is actually its official name or whether I just named it because it had no name. And there is another Williams River Falls with the name, or again, it might just have no name upstream, I forget which is which. But I'm sure there's even more than that besides the 2 I've marked. There's just 2 that have been, I don't know, documented isn't really the word. So, see how we go down to this track, getting thinner. I dare say this other side's a bit more raw than the side I just walked on. Definitely sounds like a big waterfall, I can see it. Holy fuck. You're right, eh? So I thought it was below the bridge, but it actually might be 2, unless that's it. Gotta find a way down here. So yeah, definitely off track. I think the slide down here is probably the best way. Unless the other side of the creek, I think this is better because the angle that we want for the photo. I think it's right here. We'll go across the bridge first. That's probably the easy way down right there. This is a fucking high bridge, holy shit. Yeah, this is worth building a bridge for. Seriously, I'm surprised they even built a bridge across this river because it's so big. Wow, yeah. That's a tributary fall. What the fuck? Oh, that's grouse, man. Look at this. Oh, man, that is wild. Look at that gorgy part. It's a Good Luck Creek up through there. Fuck, no, I can only imagine up the stream would be much, much worse or the same. Look at that trib falls. That is what we're chasing. That's it. So, technically it's Williams River Tributary Falls, not just Williams River. So, there you go. That is exceptional. What I'm going to do first is actually I'm just going to... Nah, we'll go down here first because I'll probably get sidetracked and maybe want to go on top of that or something. Who knows what's up there? Oh wow, look at that, the lines and the colours. This is beautiful, beautiful country. Yes, I had already planned to maybe creek hop this one day. So that's not a tributary, that's actually got a name, but actually it's two creeks joining together. So I don't know what the last part of it is, whether it's, which name is the one that actually is the last one that joins the river, but you have Fern Tree Creek, and then it hits into Kwai Wong Gully, and then there's about, how long is that? Not even a 100-metre section before it hits the river here. So I don't know if they call the last part Kwai Wong or the last part's Fern Tree, but anyway, yeah, it's got a name. That's fucking cool. So yeah, got to take a gamble on which one is what we're going to call it. I'm going to call it tree fern. Yeah, fern tree. They don't call it tree fern, it's fern tree. That's what it says. Fern tree falls, that's fucking grouse. Alright, let's find a way down. It's gonna be fucking steep. Wow, fucking raging. Way better from the base. Now, it's almost possible. It's a little bit deep in the middle there. But yeah. Look how high the bridge is. Fuck, it's about 20 metres in the air. Maybe 30. That's sick, so sick. That reminds me of an Otways waterfall, just the rock and the flows, just pumping. Something like, I don't even think of the name. Something, looks like something. Obviously, you start to see a lot of similarities with waterfalls. One in Allen Vale is what I'm trying to think of anyway. It's on a river as well. For a side trib or gully or creek, whatever they're calling it, that is pumping. Like, that's almost a river in itself. That is just wild. That flow is impeccable. Alright, so I could almost cross here, but like I was going to cross there and just shoot up on top, but it might be just better to go up and around. I have no idea why they wouldn't signpost the very obvious fucking waterfall on this track. You don't have to even climb down to appreciate it. I just wanted a photo without a tree in the way. Now, mind you, my coordinates still tell me there's a waterfall below there. And maybe that is that little swirly bit, or maybe I just had wrong coordinates. Either way, I'll go there after and just have a look at that swirl, because it looks like there's a pool, so it looks like it flattens out pretty quickly. I just want to go on top of this waterfall now. I might revisit this another day where I go up the creek further, but it's not going to be today's mission. This track just loops back around and follows the river. We're cutting off track just to go to this corner back where the creek is. Just for looksy. Maybe we'll get a small waterfall on top. We definitely don't have the time to continue right up it. It's just crazy. There it is. Pretty easy to get down. There's a little cascade on top. And people have walked down here because there's a plate track. I'm not the only one who's curious. Wow, incredible. I just go to the bridge. It's just easier than trying to go for the deep water when it's freezing cold. We've got a bridge there, may as well use it. So yeah, I'm not going to go in that corner because I don't want to know what's there because I'll keep going. I'm just going to take a photo of this and I'm going to go back and go have a look at that one. And then we're on to the next two things. So Lions Rock and then the Yellow Pool Reflection. Not bad, eh? Bonus waterfall on top. It's a little bit conflicting because on Gaia, it's marked as the Fern Tree, joins into this Kaiwong gully before it meets the river here. But then I looked on Google and it reckons that it doesn't. It reckons it runs parallel right next to it and cuts in somewhere just up there, like 100 metres. But I couldn't see it from here anyway, and who knows. But not stressed about it. So let's just call it Kaiwong because that's the closer one that Google reckons. So that'll do. And to be fair, on Google, Kaiwong Bong, whatever the fuck it is, K-Town River. It looks like just a wider creek than the other one. But who knows? They're probably both flowing really, really well. Anyway, I keep getting mad leeches on me because they're just fucking relentless. It's because I got scratches from yesterday. I've got lots of open cuts and little bits of bleeding, and they're just sniffing it a mile away and they're loving it. I'm just a magnet for them. Alright, so we're going to go look at the Williams River Falls now. It's been an hour and a half. It's really easy to fucking walk, obviously. I'm almost tempted to go right up the whole porker track right now. Alright, we'll see. I'm going to try and see how the road is. That'll be the first issue. I'm sure with the well-worn trafficless place does get being close to Sydney that it'll quite warn you if it's going to be too hard for two-wheel drive. Alright, so maybe the track is to follow the creek. So I just found an old trail here just past where the bridge was. This is a bit discernible. So yeah, interesting. Interesting. Better to get us close to this waterfall anyway. It even splits here, look at this. What the fuck? I hate when they close on tracks. You made it, just let us fucking use it. We'll maintain it without walking, don't worry. Alright. Maybe this does drop bigger than I think it will. Top of the old Williams Falls secret track. And maybe they're just deemed it too dangerous. Look at this, we've got to have a look at this. Fuck, there it is, it's just dropping in. That is wild. This would be the waterfalls actually chasing. Even though it's cool. Fucking Jesus, man. That's off his tits. Wow, we'll get over there, it'll be better. Holy fuck. I think I should go on top. Ah, too many things to do here. I can't really stand on top of it because the water's raging. At least try and get an up view of that pool. Top side perspective. I don't get a perfect view, but we'll get on that corner for a shot of it. That's awesome. Again, why wouldn't you not incorporate this on the fucking trail? Give people more things to see, and you're already on a track here anyway. Like, what the fuck? Wow. Fucking beautiful. So there's a pool and a waterfall, whatever, up the top of the range, way up on the top of the ridge, called Pole Blue. And I can only imagine it stems from the fact that this water looks like this. Look at that. This is the Williams River Falls we're chasing. I'll try and get down this dodgy bit here. That's wicked. That was awesome. Alright, we're just going back to the main track. You got to keep doing intermediate fucking leech checks, because literally every fucking time I touch one bit of brush, I pick up 5 of them. So yeah, very frustrating. Beautiful temperature right now. It is just fucking perfect. Like, I have no complaints with this temperature. It's not hot, it's not cold, it is just fucking 3 bears right. I swear to God. Yeah, autumn is the time to do it. Probably summer's still pretty good as well, but there's no humidity, obviously we're not in Queensland. And there's not winter to be too cold yet. We're perfect with no shirt. I mean, it wasn't chilly this morning, it was like really early as the sun was coming up. It was just, I had a thin sleeping bag last night, but I was fine. And it was like, oh, I should take the shirt off. Yeah, because once you start moving, you know you get hot. Okay. Where's our main track? There's the other bridge. Well, that waterfall is really the main highlight. These other things like the pool and the rock, I don't know how they're really going to be, but they're marked as something to look at, so we'll go look at them. Not too much extra Ks to add on. You might get lucky where the pool of reflection is. There might be a cascade to go with it as it drops into the pool, so that we won't know until we go there. I haven't seen any photos. I mean, of course there's fucking photos because people have been here, but I just haven't looked it up. Didn't care, just thought I'd come and look at it for myself. Give myself a surprise at the end of the walk. Plus I've got no internet. Nah, I don't always research everything I'm going to do. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. More the off-trail stuff, because if someone has done something off-trail, sometimes I like to have a look to see what I'm chasing, so I know what to find. I mean, sometimes it's pretty obvious if you just find the coordinates, you know where you're going or whatever. But I mean, yeah, this is a bit different where, for example, this Cool Reflections is on the track. It's obviously signposted. Obviously, you know, it's got to be at least worth looking at. And second of all, yeah, you know, people have obviously done it, so I don't think I'm going to get confused trying to find it, sort of thing. But off track's always different, you never know. Anyway, so nice little short walk. Short walk is turned into 7k's return, but I mean, it's pretty easy. Got some nice ferns. It's pretty flat. It's what I'm trying to say. It's undulating. Go hectic hills until you get up the Corker track. Then it's going to just climb the fucking range up to 1500 meters. So I'm trying to debate as well whether the problem is some of the hikes right up top of the ridge, they're in between where the Corker track starts and where the top track you can drive is, up near Pole Blue, whatever I was saying. I'm debating whether it's actually, I feel like something's eating me. Hello. I couldn't see it. Yeah, I'm debating whether it's easier to come from the top, drive up there and then hike in, but they're really long. They're still like 20 to 30 Ks to get some of the things in there, which is nuts. Versus hiking up the Corker track, but it's all uphill and steep. And it's still not much shorter anyway, so it's really smack bang in the middle. They really need to make the road a little bit closer up on the ridge there, but it's never going to happen, I don't think. I want to protect this forest as much as they can. Another trib, a bit dry. But anyway, that'll be another day's adventure going up the top again. I went up the top a couple of years ago, probably right after the 2020 floods, and the road was just closed obviously because it was just destroyed with too much rain. It's too much rainfall, and yeah, you always want good rainfall for your waterfalls, but you forget that if it rains too much, it erodes and wrecks the road and landslips, and they just close everything, so you get fucked. So you want the medium amount of rain. I can hear a cascade or something up here. Nice bird's nest fern. Something's definitely eating me. I'm gonna have to check. On a trib, a bit more flow on this one, but not really a waterfall. That's what I could hear. Just to. Oh no, I can hear something up here. We'll see. I think it's only small. Nah, it's just a creek. Okay, onwards we go. I missed it. There was a fucking lyrebird running right in front of me. There he is. Hope you saw him. Anyway, it's cool. Good stuff. Not sure I've seen a lyrebird in when I went to Gloucester Falls. Now there's also another section I've been to, which is Jerusalem Falls, which is a branch off this road that comes up to here to Williams. Recommend it as well. It's pretty easy. It's on all trails. It's not as wild a river as this, but still pretty nice nonetheless. There's a few more things to do in there as well that I got to do, so, but a bit more four-wheel drive country as it gets further past Jerusalem. Saw a brush turkey as well running in front of me. He's up here, I don't know if you'll see him, but who's running on the track with me, didn't just cross, wanted to use the track. It's funny how animals do that. They're like, highway, I'll take it. You hear that river is raging, so I really want to know what's in there. It's probably another fucking waterfall. But it's not one marked on my radar anyway. Without a full creek hop, you're never gonna know. We're so far from the river, I don't know. Again, I don't know why we're not along the riverbank. This could be an old logging track, and they've just chose the most easiest line. Even though the ascent would have been much the same as over there, but anyway. We're only slowly ascending because it's not very steep. In this section of the river, it's very flat. But pretty much where the cork track starts is where it starts to really climb up with some elevation change. Bridge crossing another trib. Dribbling like fucking shit. And here we have, is this their turn off? It is, this is Lions Rock. It's fucking pumping like there's a waterfall down here. Well, let's go see, maybe we get a rock and a waterfall. If so, it should be called Lions Rock Falls. We'll find out. So we Lions Rock, viewpoint, slippery, don't die. Sure. Look, I'll try my best. Stay alive. So it's really just a waterfall. A small waterfall. Cascade is long, pretty much, into a nice pool. I don't see where the rock is. Fake rock. There's no lion. I don't see what's going on here. That's pretty cool. I could try to sneak down and get a photo of that. I might have to try and do that. It's a bit hardcore. See if there's a way over there. Right now I can't see shit. Just a side profile. Nice flap in a rock. It's probably what this is about. Just this little section. Yeah, and it gets flat just there. I don't see there's a cascade coming. Let's just have a look. Might just be a rapid. Someone has kind of walked here with curiosity as well. Looks like there's a bit of a track here. Just want to see what's around the corner. Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. We're going to try and find our way down this fucking steepness. Ah, fucking so smooth. Yeah, I don't care what you say. I'm calling this Lions Rock Falls because it's got a name, Lions Rock, so we're fucking using it for whatever this is. Alright, if I can get down, I can stand in that shallow water and get a zoomed in photo. Just gotta find the way down. Can't get a very good photo because it's so fucking far back and the rock covers it, but it is what it is. This water is just incredible still. Holy fuck. This shame it's so fucking cold. Coming on a 40-degree day and it's still probably fucking 5 degrees. Crossing another trib here. They ran out of money for bridges, so put bits of dodgy board. Someone's got a push bike in here. Probably a bit smart actually, if you can fucking get through it with mud. Another little tributary. And on will we go. Okay, this is our turn off. Pool reflection where I was going to turn back around and go back and try and drive up. I don't know if the Strangler Fig is really worth it. I don't know if the rocky crossing is worth it. I don't know if it's a waterfall. It's hard to really know. If it had rocky pool, I'd probably be more intrigued. I'm sure it's still nice in whatever way, but I'm going to focus on more important things right now and fill this trip with the best of what I can. So yeah, let's see what we get down here. Hopefully there's a good little cascade that drops into it. It sounds like you can hear, I mean the river's just raging, so it sounds like there's waterfalls, but it could just be the flow. We'll find out. So far it looks like it's flat in a river. I don't even see a pool. I'll leave the pool that way. What's up here? Not really seeing any cascade or waterfall. That's alright. Just a bonus little extra walk. That's pretty nice. It's a little deep there. So far, there's a bit of an island there, the water's coming around. So far this wasn't really worth it. is cool. But let's go to the other beginning. Because the water's clear, you can see it anywhere along the river. I would have liked the little cascade dropping into a pool, would have been sick. Just because it makes the pool more discernible as well as a cascade bonus. It's just a way for them just to make things for you to fucking want to walk this track. Because the section between Lions Rock and then all the way up, it doesn't really have a lot to offer probably, besides just random bits of river. And if they don't call it something, why would you want to keep walking? So yeah, it's nice. There's nothing we haven't seen. Okay. Alright, back I go, move on to better things. Alright, so I've just realised that, yeah, there is the, what they call Horseshoe Falls, which is, I don't know if it's going to be signposted because they haven't mentioned it. It's supposed to be right near the Rocky Crossing, and there's also a trip that drops in that looks quite good. So yeah, the idea is we're going to try and drive up to that and walk in a short distance instead of walking all this extra bit of creek which doesn't have much there besides the fig tree. So yeah, stay tuned for the next section. I'll try and join this video together, so see you soon. Oh, massive tree on the way out. It'll look the same after a while, sure, but still pretty impressive. Where everything else is about fucking 30 centimetre diameter versus a metre, that was. Well, I wasn't going to do it, but we might loop back via that that first loop and go back on the other side of the river. I don't think it's really worth it in a sense because I don't think you're going to see much. It's going to be the same as this, just bush on the other side of the river. It's not really next to the river either, and it's even slightly longer, I think, but I decided I'm just going to do it just to fucking do it for the fact of going back a different way. It's not that much longer, but yeah, it is what it is, just to mix it up. I didn't point it out, but I did see like 3 gibbies before when I was going down into that the first Cooler Wong Gully Creek, but yeah, easy to avoid. Wong Gully, I'll get it right eventually. Alright, so I'm back over the other side of the river for the loop out. Mind you, this is saying Fern Tree Creek here. Interesting. There you go, it wasn't Wong. Oh, I must come off it. So I think Google's wrong in terms of the creek. So, yeah, this is the picnic area. Literally, track close for rehabilitation. I wonder where that track did used to go. Along this creek further. Interesting. Probably an old logging track that you can follow all the way up. Oh, we got an extra 2 cascades, 1 and 2 there. Just having a look to see what's up this corner. I can't. We're not going to go up it, we just want to have a look. Oh yeah. Okay, that's cool. Must go on top of this. Then we'll head back on the other tracks, wasn't it? 1 second detour, so it was worth looking at this little picnic spot. Gorgeous. Look at that. And we're back at that other cascade we were before. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 3rd cascade now I've cut in. So yeah, we'll get up and get a better look at the 4th one again. Cascade number 4. Onwards and outwards. You'll see over there too. I got a little bridge for another trip on the other side. Big cut stumps. It's a big tree, it's still alive. That's one advantage of doing this loop, is I might find maybe a trib that's flowing with the cascade on this side, but I don't really think so. It's a dry trib. These bridges are much more or less impressive, so this is definitely the side is not used as much. I said I might have got a trib waterfall, and I almost kind of have. It's like a little mini cascade, just a slide. It's like 1, 2, 3 little levels. 4 if you count that one. That's kind of cool. Started to climb down. It's not massive, but still kind of cool just for a bonus on the way out. This loop track is interesting because we're quite high from the river down there. It's crazy. Obviously we still got to cross the river to get back over again. We'll see how that bridge is going to be. Full hollowed out, and a dry gully. A few birds about. It's only Currawong and something else. Alright, so we found our bridge back across. with the weird thing here. I don't know what it is. Maybe it used to be a sign. It's fucking bizarre. No, there's a few of them. It's like decoration. Real deep fucking water there. Woo. No real cascade in this section, just river. A little bit of a rapid there. Lyrebirds going crazy. That scream. It's the lyrebird, I'm pretty sure. He's squawking out because he hears me. Alright, back around. This will join us back out where we started with the sign. And we'll try and drive up to the top. We're spoiling us here, a bit of a concrete path. This is for people that just want to walk the short distance to that first bridge. Just look at the water and then come back. It's even got fucking pattern. That's a random stone pattern. Picnic area here. A couple of tables and a barbecue. They love picnic areas, eh? They're like, here's a bit of grass, have a picnic. They should make them with some lookouts, that'd be better. Alright, so far so good for the track coming up for two-wheel drive. I've done a detour to this little lookout called Williams Lookout, but there was no sign for the lookout. It's just marked on Gaia, and it's a little detour track off that road. And as you can see here, very shrouded with trees. I think there's a reason why it's not signposted anymore, because the forest has grown back and fucked up the lookout, which is a damn shame. I don't know what this random fucking like water tank thing is, but there's no tap on it anyway. If you climb on top, you might get a better view. I don't think so, because the trees are still pretty fucking big. Someone made their own little campsite, so it's a little sneaky spot. And there's actually a phone signal here, so that's a good side bonus. Even though there's a sign at the bottom of the hill saying no service. Yeah, well there is. It's better here than it was at the Williams River, a little picnic ground. Right, onwards to find this next waterfall. Stinking Roger Plant. Well, this is another lookout on the way. It's marked in Guywood Headwater lookout, but it's just a glorified camp spot now. It's a change, it's on the way.